Back, chat. Realizing just how warm it is outside of my room. Because I usually close the door when I'm in my study. Holy heck. It does increase temperature quite a lot. But have water. That's what's important. Stay hydrated. Okay. We were traveling, that's what we were doing. So let's realize it's in the middle of the night. Maybe we need a train for tonight. Because it's right in the middle of the night. Thank you for the water, Zigzag. I actually do need this, so. Is this like Super Sleuth? Not at all. This is a raising RPG, Samurai. I might have to go get more water after this, Zigzag. I should have filled up more. Let's see, what stat did we need? It's more like World on PS1, yes. It's a monster race game. It's like more closer to Monster Rancher. If you wanted to think about it that way, Samurai. It'll make more sense shortly. Especially with that comparison I just made. Alright, let's do some training. So, we've got, where are we at? So, Leomon actually, holy shit, we're actually almost at Leomon's requirement. I didn't realize we were. So, we have lots of HP. Strength is 250 already, over 250. Stamina is low, stamina needs to be raised. Speed is low, so speed is this one. So, speed for Renamon. Lopmon needs strength, which is high, wisdom, which is high, speed, which is low, so speed. Okay, both of them just need speed. We just need to crank the speed on both of these two. Okay, let's do it. By the way, thanks for your stream on Monster Rancher. I've gotten some beefy monsters now. Nice. Yeah, it makes more sense once you play it a bit. Like, I couldn't remember a lot when I first started playing it again, and I played 2, I didn't play 1, so it was a bit different. I got very confused there, because that map doesn't change if it's night or day.
Okay.
But yeah, like once you understand the loop and playing it, it's the same as this. Once you understand it, it's way easier. So what we were doing is primary stats, speed. So which is the best speed food? 25. Wait, hang on, one gave 30. Whoa, this gives speed training buff as well. That might be worth it. That's expensive though, isn't it? Ugh, I don't know if I like that, how expensive that is. 30. Because it's 3,000 a meal, by the way, for both. So that's very expensive food. 25, 4,000. 3,000. Both the speed food is very expensive. 2,000 is probably. Oh man, 6,000 for a meal. Imagine paying. So, by the way, I've pointed this out before with how Japanese currency is. If you ever see numbers really high, because they don't have any decimal places, assume that's what it is. So put decimal places into it. So 600 in Japanese is $6. So 600 is usually like $6 sort of thing. Think about it that way. So essentially that's like $60 meals. That's true $60 meals. Let's buy ourselves 2 $20 meals instead. Some sushi, tofu sushi. Some expensive fucking tofu. It's been 10 years since I watched Wengs for Your Height Only. What on earth is that, CJ? Should be good. Still hungry? Still hungry? Alright, cool. In India, the currency is rupees. It's also in Indonesia and a few other places. Rupees are actually in quite a few places. There's some cool currency names. Let's see, what were we doing? Speed. Gonna have to crank up the speed pretty heavy. Is it closer to Monster Rancher's playstyle? Sort of. You'll see momentarily. Yes, in the sense that it is a monster raiser as with stats and you train them, Two, with how the combat is automated. So yes, it will make a little bit more sense when I actually play the more core part of the game. I'm currently just doing the focus part, which is trying to get their stats to a particular level. But first, they need to go poopy. I didn't realize it was a parody at the time. I thought it was meant to take it seriously. It's a 1970s, 80s Filipino midget exploitation James Bond parody. What? What are you talking about, CJ? CJ hitting us with those underground movies. I'm just trying to get to nighttime so they can go to sleep so we can start the next day. It is... Oi! Just take a nap on the gym floor. I'm gonna put the trailer in Discord. Okay. Renamon doesn't want to wake up, Scold. Right, let's go back to the restaurant. Who had the speed food? Speed tofu. Should do. And now we need to do our loop. Alright, let's grab our daily items. Renamon, but 5 more minutes? Imagine that. Imagine your parents like scolding you so harshly for just wanting that 5 minutes of wake up. Some parents would actually, honestly. Let's grab some more dailies. So we're at a point in the game where we just got lots to do on a daily basis, so... Tuck dodges for sure. Wait, we can go to... Oh, we can go to the 4th field. I don't know how that happened, but that's so good. Alright, we got a jacket potato. A jacked potato. Get orange banana, that's nothing. They've already got me one of the rare things I want. So the reason why I'm doing this is at a point I will be able to get them to harvest like different types of things. So you can see here I can actually harvest this. This is one of the best food in the game, which is the Kamon Obidon. It improves all training skills. So you can just feed them the one thing, but more often than not what I'll do is I'll just focus, I'll get the one that's more focal, and they'll give more. There's this one, which is greatly increases strength training effect, so there will be an equivalent for each of those. So once I actually start training more focally, then I will use them. Mandrake, however, each of these have a hidden effect. I think this one makes you fat, this one makes them unhappy, so you have to be careful on some of the foods. Yeah, those will be important to farm later. Where are we going? I'm going to the training hall. Grab this from Togemon. And I think our boys is not going to be back for a while. Still don't know how to do the arena. Someone, chat, please, free me from this madness. Who does the training hall? Who does the arena? I need to know. Alright, so we'll go out. I think we'll go fight that Garurumon, maybe? We'll see if we're strong enough to fight the Garurumon. Our stamina is pretty garbage, isn't it? 338. According to me, past me, maybe we fight the Goblinmon at Old Cableway? We'll go test our strength. Let's go test our strength. I usually don't mind doing that. So, let's go for an adventure. Samurai gets to see the world because he's never seen it before. I love it. Look how fast Renamon is at moving, and Lopmon's tiny legs. Look at him go. I might go to this area over here. Oh, there's an item over here. This is, so Bomber exploded himself across the world, and this is his, I don't know what that was, his arm or something? Has a better theme song? That's right, the theme song is the only thing that matters when making a decision. Which is why Digimon is superior to Pokemon. I probably just shouldn't be farming this tree because it's going to give me garbage materials. I'm at a point where these sorts of materials are not that useful. I need the higher tier ones. But we're back at the start, so I may as well get a whole heap of stuff. Let's see how strong we are relative to these Goblinmon. So, they're level 8. Level 8 rookies. We may destroy this thing. No? Okay, this might actually be the appropriate place to be. How much damage did that take? Not too much. Okay, cool. And we'll see how much stat we get from him. So we're aiming for 15 victories and then we'll go back and train. According to the research I did, the Colosseum is headed by Dramon. Oh, no way! Oh, okay. Interesting, if that's true, Red, because that means I need to go, so you can't get access until Chapter 2, and we need meat. I need a lot of meat then. That's gonna take a while. Alright. Do I need to heal those two? Oh, I don't have lower tier food healing items. I've just realized. So this is where having extra healing items is good. This battling is very different, very much so. So the battling is actually automated. So you'll notice the only thing I'm doing here at this point is essentially whenever there is an attack that's landed, I can use an order, which then essentially allows them to get some stacked points on them, which gives them order points. Now, once I get enough here, that's what I get to use order points on. So if I can get to the correct amount of order points here, we can do a few things with them. So I'm just trying to get that a little bit more. Literally just need to spam out this. So we can use, I only get 5 seconds in there. So I can either use an ability, which costs an amount, defend, give an order, use a base buff, or I can use her super. So I'm just gonna use her super. Diamond Storm! Which is made of feathers in this game for some reason. We're actually getting some cash from these guys as well, so it's not the worst. I already have 500. I really need to... So at a certain point, these boys are not going to be very useful. I'm also throwing their stats out of whacking stack strength. This is what I was talking about before, where it's a bit of a problem. Dang, I got 36. Nice. Nice. This is going to be a quick fight. You may as well call it Featherstorm. In other games, it's a spray of light. It's meant to be light, not meant light or electricity. It's not meant to be feathers or fur, but for some reason I think it's meant to be leaves. It's really hard to say. I'm actually curious what it is in Japanese, because the Japanese might actually be more clear as to what it is. All right, they need a poop. So I can either go to a toilet to teach them to get them to poop, or I can usually just use these toilets, so they can use a portable toilet. I should do some research on Renamon. No, that's all any of you think of. Look, she's just a wholesome fox girl. Renamon's design is really good though. Honestly, Renamon might be one of the best designed rookies. It's so clean. It's very different to a lot of other ones too. There's very few that have her sort of physique. Dude, that hit really hard. Okay, these both hit very hard. I need Lopmon to use its skill to give us defensives. Nice. Crit there. Need a medium mana for Lopmon. They're the tallest of child tier Digimon. Is she? I'd believe that. Hang on, I might actually just get them to use... Ah, he's dead. How's that? This Digimon might be better to fight now. And that gives stamina, which is actually better, which is what we want. Because I need stamina really bad, because we're very squishy right now. So yeah, unlike, so there are tournament fights, Samurai, similar to Monster Rancher, but that's what we've been trying to unlock, but it's eluded me so far. The NPC has eluded me. However, for just battling, this is just what the game is generally. Is XVmon the same tier as Renamon? No, Renamon's is a rookie, XVmon's a champion. This is where once you start getting abilities and like stats, it seems like we're bullying. But really we are at about the same tier as this. Gatomon is the shortest of adults here. That's true. And I think Marine Angemon surely is the smallest Mega. Because I know there's Mamimon. There's also Mini Mamimon, whatever that small one is. But I don't know what tier that is. Mamimon is probably the smallest ultimate. There's lots of very strange ones. But lots of niche ones that don't appear in a lot of games. Might have to use a super here because this boy's just defending like a mad lad. He's dead anyway. Dai is the smallest of them all. Look, me and Gatomon would get along very well with basically the same size cat. Rookie champion, can't we just call them what they are? Baby true child. I mean, that's what Japan calls them. I don't know, it's really hard because there's like the Japanese equivalent like terminology and then there's like the Western version. I alternate a lot of the time. It depends on, because some games call it something and some will call it other, especially if it's like localized. Oh, she missed with the skill, that's okay. Oh, we haven't been keeping track of how many battles. We should have a look at how many battles they've had. Daimon, what is your evolution? We'd have to have a big sword at the end. That's all we know, Samurai. How many fights is that? Where are we at? Always forget to have a look. Where to look? Do we have any information? We don't. Oh, this is really tough. Oh, we have the. Oh no, the victory one is there, but I can't see it. So I don't know how many victories we've had. That's really bad. I should have been counting. There is a. I've talked about this before. There is a way to know how many battles you've had. It's not that. The field guide, no. Wait, I don't think I can in this game. I don't think I can in this game. I'm thinking about Decode. Decode has a tamer stat page and it shows you like all your stats accrued over the time you've been playing. This game does not have that. So finding out how many battles, if I don't have a victory requirement in the history, makes it very tough. So that's problematic. Hopefully, how many have I fought? I want to try and think about it. One victory, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm probably at 8, I think. Let's go with that. I might overdo it and go to 16. Fan art of the Daimon line? I'm curious what would be in your heads. It would have to be very Monster Hunter themed, surely. Probably evolve into a Nagakugamon. Some form of Metal Nagakuga. Nagakuga's pretty dope. Would Metal Nagakuga be on 2 feet or 4 feet, Samurai? Chat, I think our neighbors have a new puppy. And I think they let it out at just various times, because all I can hear sometimes is it just barking its little head off sometimes. I evolved from Metamon. Is Metamon a real Digimon? It sounds like it would be a real one. Daimon digivolves to Daimon Overkill mode. Oh, I like Overkill mode. That sounds pretty cool. I like that. 2 feet? Hell yeah. I like when I think I like bipedal. I'm a bipedal person. I mean, not IRL, but you know. I mean, I am IRL. I don't know anymore. Oh, I don't have really low tier MP, do I? Ooh, double disc. Ooh, there we go. That's what I want. Eat this, you small lad. Double disc. Look at how good double discs are. At a certain point, double disc will be something I will grind, but not right now. Here comes that boy. Nice, you get an overkill mode. Hey Genki, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, both. I have 150, oh my god. You're insane, kid. Metamon isn't a Digimon yet. I read it as Metalmon. Is there a Metalmon? I don't think there is a Metalmon. Rapidmon does a lot of damage. Oh, what? How dare you smack my baby rabbit? Yeah, get kicked. Ooh. Actually, both of them can... I'm just gonna get them both to do their attack. Bipedal Nagakuga with metal wings. Now it's stuck in your head. Have you been seeing there's a dude that does art on Twitter that I've been seeing and Instagram that does he does mecha versions of all the monsters. I've seen it on Reddit and everything. Like everyone really likes them. Super clean designs. They are so good. I don't really want to fight both of them at the same time. I guess we're doing this now. I have to be kind of careful here. I'm going to be kind of careful. Because of that. These two hit very hard for no real reason. They're using a high tier move is the weird thing. Their normal move doesn't do a lot. It's the other move that does a lot. So I might try and get Rapidmon to use their super on the other one. I did that too early. Come on. Go, go, go. Oh, both of them got hit from that. Let's use a medium here. Come on. Come on, guys. There we go. That's all I was looking for. Alright, we're now gonna get a double here. Unnecessary, but this guy is dead. XE? I wish I could. You can only do XE when they're megas. That'd be really funny. At least we got more stamina. We're getting there. They're a lot. Look how much strength they have. They've got double the amount of strength. Also, what the hell's over there? Oh, it's Metamon. I don't think we're ready to fight her. I'm fairly sure if I talk to her, I'm gonna get a fight. I completely forgot she was here. Alright, I'm gonna save here just so I can talk to her, because I don't remember if I start the chain now or if I fight her. Can you hang from the ceiling so we can see your health? Samurai. I just slapped myself in the face. I don't think it's a very good idea. Mecha Mag looks really nice. Some of those designs are fantastic. I just realized that his giant red things are sticking out of the ground. Wait. Oh, you're talking about in the map? Yeah, the cathodes. And you are? I got your Digimail. I don't remember sending one. Let me think. Oh yeah. Can I ask you a favor? Is a scary Digimon in the last plateau? The place with the trees. You strong? If so, take care of Digimon? Please. I'll be waiting. I don't remember what Meiku wants me to fight. I'm fairly sure I will have to fight her though. So if you don't know, this came out about the time that the movie that Meikumon came out. I like Crackmon a lot, but I don't like that movie. It's really hard because I love this Digimon. It's a very cute design. It has good evolutions. Unfortunately, I do have an issue with her story stuff, unfortunately. Main Coon, I like that one. Yeah, she turns into May Crackmon. I think it's May Crackmon. Like Cokemon, right? Coca-Cola-mon. There is a Burgermon. There's Burgermon and Chipmon, or Potatomon. They're very cute. I think whichever one has the little hat. Oh, there's the. I guess that's the Growlmon she's talking about. I see Crackmon on my way to work near the Pokies. God. I think it's May Crackmon. What do you want, human? What are you doing here? Nothing in particular. Wait, don't tell me. That weird little creepy thing's your friend? Some nerve. Oh shit. Oh no. Glad I saved. This is a level 20 champion? We are not ready to fight a level 20 champion, maybe? We are not ready to fight a level 20 champion. Alright, we have to remember that. So this is a side quest. So the side quests are usually really, really strong. Burgermon, now I'm hungry. I've kind of made myself hungry thinking about a burger now. So Samurai, welcome. If you do play this game, be aware you will need to save reset a lot because there's a lot of unknowns in the game. Like, I do not know why they haven't solved this problem in any of them, but it is just something they have to do. Has Eevee? She wants to be outside because it's warm, but she's sleeping at the moment. She's very, very lazy during summer. How many fights do we have? Add 3 onto that. Probably at about 10. Meikumon was designed by a cat with long hair in contrast to Gatomon, which has short hair. She was chosen to be a Meikun as Digimon Adventure Tri director Keito Motonaga had one in real life at the time. Oh, really? It's interesting. Too bad I really don't like those movies. I really, really don't like those movies, chat. The first movie's okay. They get really bad. They made me angry because they're emotionally manipulative, and I think that they do the wrong thing with the nostalgia. I honestly think that Last Kizuna is much better. What happens when they die? They essentially when they die, Samurai, they'll die and then they'll pass on their stats to their next generation, and you'll get a new set of eggs. I'm just gonna feed them. They're both happy. No, they're both not happy. I will feed them. What am I gonna feed them? Just a hunk of meat? Maybe I'll feed them apples. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Now they're both happy. In other words, they regenerate. Yeah. So yeah, these sorts of games, it's like Digimon never truly die is a thing. Death is a concept in this world, but nothing truly dies. And in the anime, it can be handled in different ways. Sometimes they keep their memories. Sometimes they don't. In oh shit. Well, this Grand Kuwagamon. All right, let's fight this Gotsumon. He's a rookie level 7. This should be okay. Yeah, this should be okay. Hopefully he gives stats. I think we're beating his ass. I don't think he's going to give anything. Tri-series are not very good at all. Also, the animation errors and low quality made me mad too. Yeah. It got worse as time went on. It had some nice design ideas. Oh, this gives stamina. We might actually fight these. They had some nice design ideas, and some of the concepts were interesting, but I think they really, really screwed up. Cats actually prefer higher temperatures, which is nice to know. They like the 30s. That's a, yeah, see, I always worry about that too, CJ, honestly. Like, I get really paranoid because it's like 30-degree days and she's covered in fur and she's just out there hiding. And I'm like, why do you want to be outside? And it's like, no, that's what she wants. We really need to crank our speed. We're gonna have to find someone who can give me speed. I'm getting back to the misses. Good luck with Digimon, no prob. I'm glad you were able to see what some of this was like, Samurai, but thank you for the raid again, man. Enjoy the rest of the night. And Happy New Year, you big dumb. The peak of Digimon was the English opening on Frontier. Which was Frontier's opening? Can't think of it over the top of my head. That's something I actually can play. I can play anime openings, by the way, if they're not like some... if they're made for the show, it's probably okay. Alright, I might actually use a super here because these two have been silly. Frontier was the 4th anime. No, Frontier was... That wasn't the 4th. Was Data Squad was the 4th. Oh no, that was in between. Yeah. 5th is Data Squad. I always get it wrong because I skipped... I don't like that one. Yeah. Say Happy New Year to Pixie as well for us. Okay, let's see what Lobmon's super is. I think it's just a bubble blow. It's either a bubble blow or a horn attack. Blazing ice. Okay, I didn't know that. See that wasn't effective. I should have fought them individually.
Listen, if I could reach my ass on my own, I'd do it. I'd fucking do it. But one, I don't think Twitch would let me show me my ass on my bare ass on stream. And two,
what I'm hearing is Pixie is approaching having an OnlyFans, is what I think I just heard. An OnlyFans or a different type of stream account. Tattooing her ass on stream. I might save here. I can't remember if we fight this lad. He's strong, so this is literally a mega I'm about to talk to. Frontier was the one with the kids and Sailor Moon transform into them. Oh, it's oh yeah. Another form of Digivolution I don't like. Digimon has had a few weird, like, sort of changes up. Though some of those Frontier ones, I think one of the Frontier ones are in this one. There are a couple in Cyber Sleuth from memory. And some of them have been turned into real Digimon now. Like, they just turn into them. They don't have a human component. So there's the human plus Digimon transformations from that generation. There's the weird, like mecha put yourself together Digivolutions that were happening in the one after Data Squad. X-Rose, I think everyone was talking about. And then there was Appmon, which is technically Digimon, but not Digimon. And they have weird Digivolutions in that too. Like, they're the ones I've skipped because they're not really Digimon to me. Like, they're just weird. Frontier was the biggest disappointment. It was like 14, and Tamer's the only Digi series you watched. I couldn't get into other adventure. It was just Digi Power Rangers. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I want to watch this opening because I don't remember this opening. CJ, this is so... Oh, listen to it. It's kind of... It's so... It's so... It's a bop. It's one of those, like, you're like, oh, I want to get into it. It's like, it's an empowering song. It's really funny. It's very cheesy. I like my butt rock, thank you. Yeah, Fan, you're probably about my age, it sounds like. God. Yeah, I think some of the openings are actually not too bad. They don't have particularly great lyrics, but it's it's pretty cheesy is what I'll say. We're like old geezers compared to the rest of chat. That's right. That's why I usually have to show people things that they've never seen before.
Human, are you master to Machine Dramon? Tell me, for what purpose did you destroy the domicile that I worked so hard to create? I know the truth. A human-made Machine Dramon malfunction. I do not understand how humans think, but I will make you suffer.
Run away from this one.
Running away!
Yeah. Alright, I think we should be able to fight this Gurumon now, hopefully with the stamina we have. But this is going to be a tough fight, maybe. Whoops. I thought an attack was coming out. Yeah, this is good. Alright, perfect. This is actually where we're up to, so this is a good fight. Nice. The only problem is, because we haven't had a lot of time with them, I don't have a lot of OP to use. And this is why that shield that I've put on my Digimon is very good, because it means that I can take advantage of fighting higher strength monsters easier. Speed's very good, but really, where it's at is definitely the defense buffs. Alright. That's very good on stat. That's like extremely good. How many battles have we had now? I think we must be at like 12-ish. Let's say 12. Digimon, the battles are won. Together the battles are won. Now it's going to be in my head. Great, fantastic, fantastic. I never saw any of the anime, save for like one episode of the original series. I would say Digimon Adventure is very good. I personally think Adventure is really, really good. I have some nostalgia towards it, so understandably, like, I'll say that sort of thing. But I generally think it is not, like, it's worth watching if you want to get into the series. I would not suggest after Data Squad. I think Data Squad, they kind of lost it. X-Ross on the other hand, yeah. I heard Tamers was good, but it's the only one. So I would say Digimon Adventure is really good. Digimon Adventure 2, it's okay. I have problems with it, and the end is atrocious. I really hate the end of Adventure 2. I think that Tamers starts really good. I think it gets worse towards the end. It kind of needs to sum up too much too quickly, and it goes a little dark in some areas that I think it's like not necessarily the best. I don't watch Frontiers because I just didn't like the Digivolutions. Tamers gets really good. Not Tamers, sorry. Data Squad gets really good. It's rough at the start, but I think Tamers is like a really good one. X-Ross, I didn't care about because I don't like the Digivolutions. Is Tamers the one with Growlmon? Yes. Yeah. Data Squad was cringe at the start. It was. It really was. It's you talking about Power Rangers and Sentai and stuff like that. That's kind of how the vibe of it was. Like, they've got to defend the planet. It's all us versus the Digimon. And then, but then it turned into a pretty standard Digimon story of like needing to resolve the world and save it and stuff like that. And it's actually the first, is it the first anime appearance of Yggdrasil and the Royal Knights? I think it was the first time we met the Royal Knights, I'm fairly sure. In the anime at least. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Which is the one where Leomon dies? All of them. Poor Leomon. I forgot I had Keck W, I'll be honest. What's this? What have you sent me, CJ? Kit. Minervamon? I feel like people have told me that there was a lot of fan service at a couple of points. This doesn't look... I don't think this is a real PNG, by the way. I don't think this is a real PNG hit. I'm gonna give it a try. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I'm just setting something up. Together the battles are won. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where did I put him? Yeah, that's not a real PNG. It's so hard. I know, people just make fake ones all the time. That's how they do it. Hey, Bumfluff. Happy New Year, man. Yeah. Hope you had a good one. This boy is very good to fight, by the way. But I'm not in control of the stats right now, which is really bad. And I've only got... I need to get them into the right place in 3 days. 3 days? Now I finished the initial D, I'm thinking of watching Mob Psycho before Season 3 comes out. You should. Mob Psycho's not too long, so it's not a bad rewatch. Jason Radford is such a good Digimon song. Run Around. Oh yeah, I actually really like that song. Genki actually has brought up a very good song. Which ironically I think is from Adventure 2. Adventure 2 has some good songs in there. I'm kind of losing track of how many battles we've had, which is not good. And get up to a certain point. Might just heal up with some normal heals here. Some shitty heals. I need Renamon to hit. Renamon, hit. Go, Renamon, go! There it is. Leomon did die in Adventure 2020. I know! Fandramon, did you watch like all the like Reddit and Twitter discourse on that? Like everyone, anytime Leomon was on screen, everyone was like, well, countdown till Leomon dies, and he never died. And I wonder if it was deliberate. Ironically, he hasn't died in the last few instances he has been in media, so they might be trying to get rid of it. Like one of the main ones in Digimon Arise is he is a Leomon, and he doesn't die. I might do 2 more of these. Kind of want to just push this thing. This is really good. This is a very good thing to grind. He hasn't died. I don't think he will. I don't think he will die in Re-Arise. Because he's currently... Like, he's one of the main team members, Digimon. He turns into... Shoot, what's his name? The big Robo one. Probably not since he's the protagonist. That said, remember that girl, the original major death for that people remember for Leomon, that girl in Tamers, she was like the most notable of like having a protagonist one straight up die. Heavy Leomon, that's it. Like Heavy's he's pretty cool. And I don't think he'll die. Though I think he's got an alt Digimon coming up. But at some point... This isn't Monster Hunter? We haven't played Monster Hunter in quite some time, Stone. We will be playing with when Sunbreak comes out, though. Yo ho life, I guess? What? Hang on, wait. Oh, for initial D. Ah. I'm gonna lurk, no prob. Enjoy your lurk, Bumfluff. Get hyped for Digimon Con in Feb? I know. Oh, hey look, it's Big Nannymon. Hey, it's Big Zam. I know, Fandramon. That's what I'm kind of... The energy that we're trying to produce with these streams is the announcement. they better announce it. The fact that I almost wonder whether or not we will get the drop. It really is weird because it's rated. So now we've got this weird scenario where it's like, it's rated. We know it's like basically done. Please tell us what's going on. But I think it's because they've delayed it so much that they're really holding off. We need male Dramon. I very much doubt that Digimon will be in there. I feel like this will have even less than normal. Just to break people's bubbles, because of the fact that it's all 2D and it's live 2D animations, I think we're going to have less in there because it means more hand animated and they're not using their like collection of models that they've been using for the past few years. So I wouldn't be surprised. That they are working with like some Chinese developers though to produce some stuff. So there is a potential there that they might get the assistance of them to like mass produce some stuff, but hard to say at this point. I just used the wrong item. That's okay. I was trying to use... oh, I actually don't have any left. That's why. That's okay. Bando's actually taking questions from the public until the 4th of Jan about it. I mean, I don't really have anything to ask them other than... What is the hour count of what this game will be? Because that has me concerned. You gonna go to bed? No prob, kid. Okay, these things give wisdom. I don't really want wisdom, do I? Alright. I don't know, should I try and fight that Bomber Nanimon? What level is he? He's level 14. He's a 14 champion. I don't think I can take a 14 champion yet. Because that Rumon is like level 10. Yeah, I don't think I can fight that just yet. Which is a bit annoying because that guy gives a lot of XP. Ask some Digimon related questions for the Digimon Con. Yeah, chat, if anyone is like a big Digi fan, click that link and think of something to ask them. I wonder what... Actually, there you go. Genki, you can ask them about male Dramon. Also, welcome in, Panda. Kochi. Kochi. It has cool design and potential. It doesn't hit me. This BGM slaps. I like the music in this game. I don't think it's the... I think, honestly, some of the music in the previous game was better because... So the art, the 2D art and the music in Decode is so good. Again, I'll just sing that game's praises forever. But wait until I get XE Evolutions and they get the main theme like pumping. The main theme is so good. Some folks are asking for the original game to be remastered or ported. I wonder whether even not they have... I wonder whether or not they have got the ROMs, like the original files, to be able to do that. That might be pretty hard for them to do. A lot of that's changed hands a lot outside of combat. Each zone has a different theme as well, and it changes during day and night as well. Nighttime, there's no themes, I think, in these areas. But bassy arrangements. I think you're thinking. So that's probably the desert's sound effects you're thinking of. I've actually lost track, and we might need to go. We'll just fight until the end of night. Let's just do that. Download an emulator like Nintendo. Well, so here's the weird thing about the Nintendo situation: is some of the ROMs are, some of the ROMs aren't. Some of the emulator is, some of it is emulator, some of it's not. So it's very strange. Like, I don't know why they pull a stunt like that. All right, come on, Rapidmon. There we go. Diamond Storm. Saying that aloud made me just think about how much I've played a lot of the fighting game that was on the PS1. Alright, they're tired. Alright, let's go back. Past and future games on PC. That'd be good. Honestly, it would be nice to see this on PC, just so more people can play it. I'm a little sad that this didn't get ported to Switch, I'll be honest. But it already got ported to the... It was already on the Vita, and now it's on the PS5, so I kind of give them a slide for it, so... let's go to the training hall. I just love how much of it... Considering you've talked about the Music Stone, like, this game's soundtrack and sound effects are straight up from the original game, and it's... the nostalgia in me is just too much sometimes. Alright, well, I won't go out. We're now at the point in the night that I probably will switch over to just raising. So, what do we need, chat? We need speed to be the highest stat with HP for Leomon. So speed needs to be cranked. So speed? How much HP do we need? Are we in the HP margin? We're not in the HP margin though. Shoot, we need a lot of HP. Right, we need HP. We need 300 stamina, 300 wisdom, which that's easy. 240 speed, that's easy. It literally is just, wow, Dramon can be whatever we want. What do we want to train this boy in then? HP? Maybe we need to get him a bit of HP. Maybe they can just do it together. Yeah, this is pretty much what training ends up being like, is it becomes very focal. Do we have the cash to be able to afford using the restaurant? Probably do at this point, because I can just easily get cash. Oh, 50% off. Hell yeah, 50% off. We need stamina? HP? That's pretty good with price down. Alright, let's go back to the training. I kind of miss Chill's sound design of certain RPGs. First Animal Xenoblade. My brain went to Animal Crossing though. Had Harvest Moon calms you down after flat out. Yeah. I think that this is a very chill game. I've talked about how this is very addictive to me because I can just keep going. Like the loop is just really satisfying. It's very comfy to play. May have actually gone over on stamina here now. Alright, 5,000. Oh, MP is higher. Alright, we might actually have to crank. I might crank HP a little bit more. A tad bit more. And then we might switch over to speed for both of them. Both of them need a poop. Chat, do you need a poop? Animal Crossing you went for... That's fine, Stone. My brain went to Animal Crossing first, so I was with you there. Especially when I read Harvest Moon as well. Alright, sleepy times. So, we still have a few days of training before they hit champion. They're very strong. These two are going to be, when they digivolve, they're going to get a huge dump of stat. So this is actually really, really nice. We're in a really good spot. Let's talk to this idiot. Don't be greedy, wait till tomorrow. You guys get pats? I'm gonna go in here. Poopy time? Chat, you ready for poopy time? Let's go to first one. Let's do the loop. Still in the middle of training. I still can't go here, which The dimensional portals will not be opening for a long time. This one. I like, do you know what's funny to me in this game is the fact that the friendly NPCs always just have one Digimon and they raise that one Digimon. And their Digimon last forever. Meanwhile, you're this crazy boy going collecting all the Digimon around the world and you just kill them off, get new ones. Kill them off, get new ones. Your lifespan is so much shorter than theirs. Look, I'm very good at raising them very quickly. Alright, go get the food and then we'll come back here. This is really good. The fact that we've upgraded to the final tier of food place. Very, very, very good. The full meat fields. Wait, I think there's one more tier. There's one more tier after this. It's not maxed out. Dude, there's one more. Agriculture. Veggie. Fruit. Still think fruit's better to get. Hunk of meat. Well done, mate. Well done, mate. We need, I think we need 2 hunks of meat. We'll do well done, mate. I think we're at the point where we just do that. Then we go to the restaurant. Do I do restaurant or do I train? Where are we at? Oh, I have not a lot of cash. Alright, well we won't do that, so what I'll do... Change of plan, chat. Training hall. It's training food time. Training sequence. Get your Rocky music playing. Remember when we used to be able to do that on stream? Remember when streaming was cool? Metamon. Doing that. Oh. As much as that seems like a bad thing that's happening now, look at what happens here. Lopmon's encouragement multiplied the results. Renamon gets extra discipline, extra bond, and extra digifriend. It's actually good for that to happen. Do the montage. Massage. They're still hungry though, so I might actually give them apple. Apple. Yep. It's time for a HP training session, I think. What did I give them? Hang on. What bonuses do they have? They have food skill. Which food skill? Hang on, which food bonus? What did I give them? I've forgotten. I gave them this one, speed and HP. Perfect. That's actually what I wanted. I need HP to speed to be the highest stat. Why does Renamon sound like that? He's like, it's such a weird voice. We need to find who gives speed. Chat. It's a two-edged sword. It really is in this game. Time for a dookie. I'm actually a little concerned now, in hindsight, because look at strength. I may have increased this strength too much. I might not get any evolutions that I'm aiming for. We need to find who gives speed. Who gives speed at this level? Huh. Little worried. Not gonna lie. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head who would give speed as a primary stat. We found wisdom, we found stamina, we found attack. Where would speed be? The goblins in the volcano? I don't think Rapidmon does. I don't think the I don't think the Gabumon in the desert do. Who gives speed? We're way too accustomed to using electrical properties so wildly. That's true. But at the same time, I think there's also a bit of a overburden in terms of like, just being able to have fun with it. Like, I think that the threshold, but this is open platforms like this and YouTube, it does make it very difficult to determine where that threshold should live. Wait, those symbols don't matter? Just as an FYI, if people are worried, is I don't need to hit any particular symbols for certain bonuses. It's just, I just need to hit a bonus space. The gray zone itself is the problem? Yeah. But you're never not gonna have a gray zone. Like, if you don't have a gray zone, then that's like authoritarian, unfortunately. Because there's just too many sort of variants to take into consideration. Blanket statements can be a real problem. But it also is a problem because of the fact that laws cannot keep up with technology. Technology is the Wild West. It has never ended. Alright, let's look for the one that gives the most speed as a food type. 20, 25. I guess we go do the sushi. That's both of them with a bit of speed. Everyone growing up in the 90s or the early 2000s can be quite a lunatic. I feel like that can be. I feel like it's weird to look back on like some of the media that we had in the 90s and the 2000s and just the generational gap between different like versions of media, like where Ren and Stimpy was fresh and new and like audacious, and South Park and things like that, and now it's like there is a lot of things like that around. We've actually trained way into the day, which is not particularly what I like. Their stats are very, very similar now. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do, chat? This game sometimes. What are we trying to get? We're trying to get a Teruimon and a Leomon. I'm just trying to figure out where we need to be. Because we haven't hit the hurdle yet. We need speed. Who gives us speed? We're not up to the Birdramon yet. We're not up to Saberdramon. We're at the mid tier, so we need... I wish I had taken note of who gives speed. Some mods in the mech area. I'm not up to that strength level though, Stone. Faulty X is far too high. I'm probably about this strength right now, is Logic Volcano Mod Cape. Logic Volcano, Hinterlands... Those Goblinmon I don't think give the appropriate stat. The indie game community is crazy, making Sega Genesis games and Dreamcast games. Yeah, very weird that that still is a thing. I don't want to go to Mod Cape. I did just save, didn't I? I want to resave. Because I might need to come back. I don't really want to waste the cash. Let's go to... I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I think that the Dramon there now wouldn't give speed. I think the Dramon there might be true, like they'll be giving me wisdom and stuff. So ironically that Garurumon still might be the best. Which means that speed, it probably needs to be manually trained. Might do a quick Google. Where to get speed stat next order? That question. Digimon. Put Digimon in there. Where does this... No, I don't want... I know what the speed stat does. I need to know where to get speed. Training your Digimon. Which stat? No. Yeah, this is the problem with this game, is a lot of people don't... Like, they don't go to the specifics sometimes. Because people just talk about raw stats. Agumon Black give strength, stamina, wisdom and speed cap earlier. We're looking for high cap in speed. Everything has lower speed caps. Who likes to talk about speed openly? Everyone has the same, like, this is the problem, is everyone talks about the same training spots, but it is a problem when you're looking for controlled stats. Oh, here we go. Do they have... Oh, they're just talking about raw... Okay, alright. I get the point, game. Alright. That Garurumon still probably is the best to grind on, which if so, then we should probably stick to training them manually. I can't let that fall behind that much. It is a real problem. Like a Discord discussion way behind the curtains? Very likely. The thing is, usually people put their stats up and their understanding mechanically how certain things work, but... whoops. That's not good. But in this case, it seems like this might be a rare occasion where you don't actually know. Because some sites have the thresholds, like this is the caps that you get for each type. But it takes a lot of data extrapolation to do stuff like that. These two are going to be very quick, by the way. The problem is that that's strength stat's so huge. Our strength is massive. Massive, mate. Guides, Guts guided gaming can be the best solution. Yeah, I mean, there's a degree of like, I just accept fate with this while we're streaming this, because as much as we want certain evolutions, it becomes very hard to control them. Especially training in certain ways. Hey look, Renamon became cool-headed. Lopmon's still Fedacious. GGG. Grinding Gear Games? Something that's funny about this game is hard to tell the relative nature to health and mana versus the strength stat, because like you can see that it's a lot just as base, like 4,000 is bigger than 900, but there's like a multiplier in there to as their equivalent. I don't know quite what the equivalent is for these two, but it does feel like HP is actually lower than it needs to be considered a primary stat now. I wish I just knew which the key stats were, because otherwise it's just a complete roll of the die here. I think the Digimon we want to control this stuff is actually, unfortunately, in the final zone. Speed? Speed's now in a good place. Strength is in a good place. Both of them do need speed and strength, which is okay. For wisdom, stamina. Stamina probably needs to be higher for Renamon, because her wisdom is far too high. I think I need wisdom and HP now on Renamon. Stamina I need on... Stamina on her. Lopmon I don't think I care about. Yeah, Lopmon I don't care about. Lopmon's in a really good spot. The mystical nature of not knowing certain stats makes Monsanto great, for example. But people, that's true, but people rip apart Monhun as well. Why do we name numbers when you know a heavy object slammed against the head hurts? It depends on what you're trying to play for, though. Like, I like both ends of the spectrum because I brought up grinding gear games. Ironically, if you were to look at like how people play games such as like ARPGs like Diablo or Path of Exile, you need to know how stats work. You need to know how mechanically things work. Otherwise, you will just end up with a character that just doesn't work because the game's so difficult. A lot of games are very easy and like they will let there's the lower floor of skill versus the highest level of skill and understanding can be very like close together. But in a game like this, or a game like those games, it can be very divergent. Like the floor can be very high, it could be very low. I would say that this game is a very hard on entry, but it's very much worth it. Ironic for a kid's game, but I might just crank the speed a bit more. Maybe that's what we do for the rest of tonight. Like, we'll just train up this... We'll just do some normal training for both of them. I have some food. Let's give some food to them. MP strength, speed, HP. Do I have... Didn't I have onions? Stamina, wisdom. Let's crank up this stamina. They really do need it. Oh, they're still hungry. You two little fatsos. So what did we just give him? We gave him stamina training. Let's get this up to 700. Ooh. Look at the difference that makes as well. Food training is very good. There's actually, some of the food at the restaurant actually does this too. It's another way you can use money. You can either use it on those, like the carrots and stuff that we're doing, but they don't give a lot of stat. But they can give a shit ton, especially like the onions and things like that. But the food meals that the expensive prep can give you a lot of stat. Alright. I don't think they said Digivolve here. If it happens, it happens. We good. I forgot to grab my thing from this guy here. Should we go out into the world, chat? Should we go out into the world again? Double disc. He's really not finding many good things, is he? Digimon, give me stuff. Give me my freebies. It's funny because it's like me doing this little loop. It only takes like half an hour in game. But it's like the idea that people don't do these loops must be like, that would eat into how much like just like stuff you miss essentially. So by the way, so these upgrades also restrict on what sort of Digimon can come to you. So Stingmon, we got to level 2. The reason why Stingmon was able to come to our lab is because we upgraded to the level 2 lab. So, it's also why we can only do that rank of training for Treasure Hunter. But doing this should hopefully give us access to some more NPCs. But fortunately the guy that I want to fight is too strong to bring into the town. By the way, chat, I realized I haven't got my Digi goggles on today. Also, I haven't been using my Digimon scene. That's why I'm not wearing my goggles. In hindsight, this makes a lot more sense. And everyone's like, where'd the scene go? What were you doing? And I'm like, straight up forgot. Oh shit, we can do mushroom hunts now. Still get fruit though. Veggie hunt? Still don't have the cash. I might just feed these two. Should I train them? Should we go out into the world again? Maybe I'll just feed them like normal and then we can go training. Really going to be out of control with them. We do need to buy some stuff though. Both need apples. Here, you can have a banana. Have a banana. Oh, what? Still hungry. What food would be best for small rabbit? We need to go buy items. So I might store some stuff. Alright, let's put Bomb and Animon's parts away because they're kind of annoying. Stingmon's letter for Mega Carboterimon. We can need to go talk to Mega Carboterimon, I just realized. These... Potato away, put those away. Let's go. I've already forgotten what I was doing. Only takes 2 seconds. Let me go buy some stuff. We're probably at the stage I need this tier. Let's get to 10. And we need to sell, ironically. Otherwise we can't fly. Look at that, the well done meat sell for 750. Golden acorns, I forgot to put them away. They sell for a lot too. I'm not really using the oily fruit. They do get used in things, but they're not really super helpful right now. Should hopefully be enough. It's not too expensive to fly at this level. Can we fight that Growlmon now? No, he'd be too strong. I need to figure out, so we gotta figure out who we're fighting right now. Let's go to Server Desert, Interludes. Let's figure out where we're at in terms of strength-wise, because we might be up to the other Garurumon. Also, let's see what these Psychmon do. I like rookies v rookies. We've got the opposite, which is we haven't had in a while, which is essentially the power level we're at is equal to essentially the enemy we're fighting at the right tier, rather than us using megas against rookies. This boy will not last. Hey Storm, Pikachu. What's a Pikachu? Diamond Storm. Oh, he blocked it. You don't really see that very often, the supers getting blocked. Oh, he's dead. Did you see Rapidmon just go crazy, just running in there? Alright, these are stamina. This is actually good fights. These are good. Immediately found the appropriate, but we actually want to go see Mega Carboterimon after this. The furry bait? I know, we weren't even intending to try and get it, honestly. It just kind of happened. Oh, go Renamon, go. Ah, it doesn't matter. That's all we needed. Oh, it's blocking again. I think it's still blocking. No, it's dead. Can't block that much. Like this. Yeah, we wanted leafy bait. Yeah, where's our salad? Where's our walking salad? The fact that they both buff each other and then go into combat, so good. These two have some crazy synergy. I actually... This team could end up crazy strong. See ya. Diamond Storm. And we're at an appropriate amount of mana and everything. Oh, did he block? Let's mess him up. We can just get to 800 or more in the stamina. These boys actually give good stats, so this is nice. It's nice. It feels like we had to work hard still in the previous generation, but this generation we're just zip zooming. And you get to that point and it's just like, well, I'm already got mega level stats, so which I think, so megas need like 2,000 or so. So we're halfway to our megas already. And the more we battle, the more I get to like praise them, which is nice. And I also get to see more stat stuff, so I can actually see if we're on the right road. It's gonna be hard to tell. Dude! That's such a bully. They bullied him so hard there. See ya. It is funny that it's like something that doesn't exist in this game that's in a lot of other RPGs, which is the concept of once something levels up, you get the free reset on health and mana. In this game, that don't exist. you have to be ready to be just burning money. The only time you get a reset is if they evolve, like digivolve, or you use a tent to rest for a period, which I haven't got any of the skills to actually boost that yet. I think I've figured out why Renamon kind of, like Renamon does have like a weirdly sexy design. The fact that it's got like its back and butt the way it is very slim, but it's also like, it's got thigh. So it's got all the things. It's got all the makings of something that was bound to get people. And I wonder whether or not the original design, that was the intention. Oh yeah. Let's do a super. Double super, if you will. Give me a sec, chat. I just want to do something. It's been annoying me for a while, and I just realized I had... Eat orb. sometimes these tiny Digimon just have to ponder the orb. There's so much bullying going on. I could go for a double super, but it's just not worth it. These things die too quickly. And this is kind of the power of strength as well. Like, if strength and, oh, what? He survived on nothing. That's annoying. If you get their stats to a certain point, it just makes everything just so much easier. Come on, Psychmon. Bring it. Bring it. Do you know what's so funny about this is there's a degree of like... I wasn't as comfortable in Pokemon grinding, but in this game I feel just like, because it's part of the core, like it's what this game's kind of got philosophy is like, and I'm not doing everything, like there's the automated degree of it, that it makes me more comfortable to do on stream, because it just allows me to talk, like I don't have to really think, like it's just, they're mostly doing the work for me. But when I was with Pokemon, a good example was that last Nuzlocke we did, where I was like, I don't want to grind on stream. It just, I don't think it's a very interesting thing to watch. But yeah, you can do it on Pokemon too. Yeah, you can. I just feel like, I don't know, there's something about it that I never felt fully comfortable doing. It's also very hot weather, so I'm just like chillaxing in a way, where I'm just sort of like, yeah, whatever. I'm almost at the point that I don't even need to use the super. Need some background knowledge and tricks to abuse no brain. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I think that actually, thank you, Stone. You've probably pointed out the reason why I didn't like doing it on Pokemon. Because I had a problem with Pokemon, which was Nuzlocks. I would play Nuzlocks. And Nuzlocks are the type of thing where you would do it, but you would be constantly at the risk of getting killed. Like, which you could have a really bad setup or a really bad thing. You could either train in a very safe spot, but because I would run random Nuzlocks, I would have a chance in a lot of like areas to run into much higher power level mons than in a normal playthrough, such as legendaries. And it's interesting just to think back where it's like, I enjoy the Nuzlocks, but they were very hampered sometimes by me trying to push margins rather than just having a comfy time on stream. Do we stay here? I don't know if we stay here. Again, we need to go find the speed person. Still have not found the speed enemy. But that was very good for grinding there. And just look how efficient that was. I think these things will still try to fight me. Nope. Alright. Good timing, I'm right next to a toilet. Some Digimon poop more, and I have no idea if there's like some hidden stat about that. Because it's not like they come out of sequence, it's just straight up they poop more. And I wonder whether or not it's like a weird personality thing. That might be, I mean, I feel like that could be a real life comparison. In real life, do you just like, you believe you poop more than another person just because you're more sturdy as an individual at work? Or sometimes just need to poop? Don't think I fight this boy, I think I just give him the letter and he heads back to town.
Hey, what's up? I'm not digging holes anymore, I'm taking a break.
You're a Mega Carbuterimon, aren't you? Oh, he's a blue Mega Carbuterimon. There's a Mega Carbuterimon somewhere. Yes. If you do poopy, you do get stinky. That is true, Strawberries. Me in particular. Very stanky. You know, like you see those children, they like covered in food and like, I'm not gonna go down that one. Not gonna down that road. May as well just do an attack here. Thought I was actually gonna get a kill there, but there we go. Oh, hey, these ones are speed versions. So the threshold for speed was like non-existent on those other ones, but these ones give speed. So these are actually the ones we want to train on. And I might fight that those Gurumon in a moment. No one can escape it. The Stinky. I'll escape the Stinky one day. One day, my colon will produce no smell. It'll have auto filters on bad bacteria. Okay, these things are squishier than the other ones, I think. Oh, these are actually giving us strength as well. It's weird how two of the same Digimon at about the same level can give you completely different stats. And it's a little bit of a confusing thing with this game. And that's why it's like, it's strange, because it's almost like you need to make a chart of like, to play this like effectively, you just need to spend a lot of time like writing down stuff and be like, this works here, this works there, this doesn't work, this does work. Screw it, I'll just super. Supers are funny because they kind of waste IRL time. Because they're longer than a normal animation. So then it's like this weird like real life grind wasting time thing. Flowcharts. I love a flowchart. Digimon's built on flowcharts. Like there's literally, hang on, I can show you Stone. There's literally a flowchart in the game. When you go from one tier of Digimon to the next, what are you gonna get? Yeah, these two are getting very strong. I'm just gonna go to try and crank up their speed and strength here. I don't know what we're gonna get. I'm actually worried that I'm not in control anymore. I've just got to try and keep the stats even. If I can keep the stats even, and then from there, just pick the primary stats and just increase them by like say 10 to 20% more than the others. Ooh, did I just give that to the wrong Digimon? I did. Also, Lopmon obviously not is using as much mana as it could, so I might actually crank up the power level of Lopmon's attacks. So that might be a good idea. Because they've got enough wisdom now. Biofield and Bind Root. Electric Shoot versus... Usually don't like doing that. I just switch that. Wind Shoes, Spin Attack. Or Electric Cloud. No, we're still burning mana on Renamon. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh! Check it! We're now at the strength level that... Wait, why did that one Psychmon not want to fight me, but this one did? I don't know if I've never seen that before. Oh my gosh, that boy got mutilated. Probably shouldn't be here. Probably shouldn't be here. Probably too strong. He's still giving me good stat though, that's the thing. Okay. My two are very strong right now. Alright, we'll try that Wagurumon up the top of the hill in a moment. Oh, Lab Assistant, how have you been? Happy New Year. Haven't seen you in a while. Watch as my boys beat up this small boy. They just bully. Alright, should we test We test against these Gurumon. Hang on. Actually, let's just fight it. Screw it. Worst case scenario, I just run. Alright, they made him stinky. Come on. Oh, I waited. I should have waited. Getting really bad OP orders being sent out. They're very tanky though, this is good. Even without the tanky buff. Alright. So yeah, they can fight this Gurumon fine. Med school is a lot of work. Oh my gosh. How many years are you having to do it? Generic. How far in are you? Because that's the thing, it's like the crazy thing about med school. Oh, that's right, these boys are really tanky. Like, med school is one of those things where it's like, you're gonna have a real passion for it to stick it out, because it's just, I feel like the burnout's real. That's why you gotta pace yourself. 1.5 down, 2.5 to go. Yeah, you're in the midst of it now. Like I was saying, you really need to pace yourself. I also need to pace myself with these two. So, here's the fun thing. We're now at a point that I'm going to do something that I haven't done yet in this game. I'm actually going to use a tent. Can't actually remember if tents reset areas, so I'm actually just going to plop myself here. So, tents are funny because I don't really use them that often. But they can be very good for when, like, situations like this. My two boys are tired, and I want to continue training. So I just rest an hour. Normally I would have to teleport back to town. Or I have to feed them food that reduces the— oh no, don't do that, this is bad. I have to, like, essentially go back to town, come back, or give them food when they're hungry. Which we might keep an eye out for that. You're currently on winter break? How long's your break? Look how comfy they're doing this fight now. They're only rookies. Oh, it's so nice to, like, feel that, like, that effort you put in earlier, the knowledge you have. It feels like this is why this game's so satisfying. Because you just feel the earned, like the capabilities of getting, like, the earned power up and getting stronger in the game. Because you have an active comparison to your previous. 10 days? Is that all? That can't be true. There's no way you only have a 10-day break. Or is that 10 days left? Today's the last day? Shut up. That's brutal. Is that particular to your studies, or 10 days total? That's like work. Because there's a lot of people that have that with like jobs and stuff like that, where it's like they just straight up don't get holidays. Like they just are constantly working. 3 months of beef, holy heck. That sounds exhausting. I missed. Their big end of break is in the middle of the year? Oh, that's right. I forget about that. You guys have a summer break. I guess because our bigger break is at the end, I would say. That is weird, the idea that you have Christmas and then go straight back to it. Can't see health. The dynamic camera might need to help me here. I'll have to use this here at least. And then when Renamon burns out, I might use a bigger one. I don't know if we're at the point where we can actually use bigger MP ones on them. I keep missing just. There we go. It's like 2 weeks in terms until mid-year. Yeah. I only get 4 days of holidays. I had to threaten to get it? That's bonkers, Storm. My second year of summer break is 2 full weeks. Only 2 weeks. I like that you said it's 2 full weeks. In Australia, if for studies, between each semester, we get 2 weeks. And then I think we get a longer break. We get like a month break for Christmas. And then when you're working, it's relative to the type of work you're in, but like...
Renamen, eyes, womama. Humina 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 bazooing. Eyes pop out, Aruga jaw drops, tongue rolls out. Woof 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 woof. Tongue burst out of the out, uncontrollably leaking face and everything. Word rub blur you bell bul bul bul. Tiny Cupid shugos and Vohio 15.
Tiny Cupid shoots a tiny Yohio. Yohio? Hey Tante. Tante, do you know what the problem is? I know exactly the animation you're referring to, and that worries me. But welcome in. They are almost over 5,000 in mana, so we might be able to use the better MP at some point here. Shoots arrow. Shoots tiny Yohio is a bit better. I like that better. Oi, what are you doing? But yeah, welcome in, Tante. How you doing? Happy New Year. It's a weird system for med school since we only have classes in the first 2 years. That's true. I always forget that because you've got a lot of on-job stuff. Is it only 2 years in classes and then the rest of it's on the job? That seems a bit short. I get sick and rested for a whole time, even though I want to abuse the time to finish a work-related essay. That's... I mean, it's like a chicken egg thing where you need to have a rest. It's a chicken egg thing because it's like you can either take a break, which I'm having, like it's that thing with streams. I have that. Take a break and don't do the thing to mentally recover, or focus in harder on like take that time while you got it down to get the weird offshoot things done, so you've got an easier time going onward. So it's like this weird balance that you have to mentally try and figure out what you want to do. Oh, why are they both attacking? I don't want to fight you both. That's actually bad for me on stats.
Oi!
Alright. What are we going to give them? What are we going to feed them? They're still rookies, so I probably... I'm going to give an apple to Renamon. You can have double apple. She's full. This little lad. Just give a hunk of meat. Technically 1.5 years in class, then the following 8 years of self-study and big board exam. Then 2 years for hospital clerkships. That's mad. It's such a it's such a different, because there's not really... Okay, chat, here's a challenge. Is there anything as stringent as the requirement for study as med school? I feel like there's not many things that would be earned to that degree, because it's straight up, you've got life in hands, but like, it's interesting that we don't have anything that does go to such a degree. I'm mainly like, no prob, Tate. Enjoy your tiny Garfield with pipe. Air traffic control is pretty insane. How many years is that? 3% pass rate. I mean, there's a bit difference. Less talking about pass rate, talking more about requirement in terms of how you have to do a thing, how long you have to do a thing. Because I feel like that would be very few. Welcome back, Duck. Med school is so much memorization. Yeah, see, that's why I would never be able to do it, Chan. If you guys haven't noticed, I have issues with memory, and there's certain things where it's like when I started doing like higher level like math or higher level sciences, where it was like there was a lot of memorization that started to become a requirement, and I was like, yeah, not for me, not for me. I'd be figuring out stuff every single time on the fly, and that's not good. That's not a good way to do that stuff. I'm just waiting for Rapidmon to do that, and now we go. I'm watching episode Ardine from Final Fantasy 15. Look how high Groomer went. I haven't actually watched that. I have no idea what happens in it. Bit of an issue with Final Fantasy 15, I'll be honest. So I didn't do any of the DLC in the end. But it's crazy how much people really do love that series or that game. Med school is so much memorization, tons of studying. Sometimes I wish I had to go on to something else. Yeah, I think that's the funny thing. Like, there's like this weird like dichotomy about it, because it's like med school is this thing of like, it's really hard when you're young and you've got to make a choice to go into a thing. Like, some people go into the military, some people like go into like accounting, some people go into like a physical thing, and each of those can have like, you're making such an important decision at such a young age, and it generally is the founding blocks of what you will live your life on from there. You can of course change from thing to thing, but you end up having this situation where you might be too old when you're later to decide to do a different thing. Like physical activities are a good example. You can't be like 40 and be like, no, I wish I was actually a footy star. I'm gonna go train to be a footy star. The chances of that happening is very very, very, very low. Most of them retire before they're like the age of 30. If you're like doing like something like wanting to become a doctor, that's really hard because of the fact that if you do it way later, you have to study for so long just to get your like accreditation essentially before you even go into the industry. And I think it's a weird thing that we have with life, where we live quite short lives, and I'm here playing video games. No, that's not my point. My point is that like it's one of those things where it's just a hard thing to make a decision, but a lot of the time, whatever you do make as a decision isn't necessarily wrong. It's just, there will be doors closed on certain things, but there is plenty of other options that are available to you. Other doors open. Like studying med school would open up a shit ton of doors. The fact that you're studying at such a degree would make your brain capacity, like your ability to research, learn, memorize, and your like tactful ability to apply said knowledge would be pretty substantial. Whereas like a lot of people who've done more like standardized, like just trades and stuff like that, they would be very good with their hands, but they would probably have a issue with studying to some degree. I think people like the characters of FF15 more than the story. I agree, Red. I'm not going to go on a rant because I try to avoid, if someone enjoys an IP, I try to avoid ranting about how much I have an issue with it. But I would say that 15 is an easy rant point for me. I won't go into it. We're so strong. Why is everything running away but still getting stats? Oh! There's a system in this game that I completely forgot about. Stat thresholds. Okay, I haven't talked about stat thresholds. I'm getting more stat right now because they're a lower level Digimon. They're rookies. They're getting higher percent in stat, but essentially there's a baseline that every Digimon can get to a max of based on what their current, like where their previously was in terms of power. So the previous generation didn't only give their flat stat, they gave their caps as well. So the cap has gone up on how much I can get from certain Digimon. So these ones, as much as I'm beating the shit out of them and they're giving me stat, and they're now trying to run away from me rather than fight me, I will get a lot more stat before then. And that's another part of this game that doesn't explain itself very well. I completely forgot that that was what was happening here. I can never get a degree or went to uni because I don't know what I want to do, nor could I afford it. Well, the thing in Australia is we have the Hexstat, or whatever it's called now, and most people, I think, go into being go into uni, and they probably shouldn't go to uni. I think Australia has a really bad. I think not to get into an education rant, but I think there's a really bad Western philosophy around encouragement for going to university or studying when you shouldn't be. There's a lot of people going into jobs that, like, you don't need a degree. Unless you're going in for your, like, the reason to do a degree a lot of the time is to going into a scholarship. Not a scholarship, sorry. An internship? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Graduate position. And I don't think that's necessary for a lot. Took 4 years of going off before going to med school. First choice was a combination of PhD, MD, PhD, where I do a research on medicine. I did cloud, I didn't go there. Well, that's the thing. So that's like, you did something on a similar like path line, and I think that that makes a big difference to them when you change roads. But like, I would say that, weirdly enough, okay, I'm now going to say something that walks back what I just said before. You don't have a lot of time, but I do believe that you do, in a sense, you should, when you finish high school, don't go straight into university. I think learning how to be an adult and those couple of years extra, which is what I did, make a pretty significant difference. You don't have to. It can be expensive, but go get a job. Go learn how to live in the real world, and then go study something. Like, those 1 or 2 years aren't going to kill you, and they allow you to figure out what you want to do. But if you're going to do that, do something that I didn't do, which is try and keep your studies up. Like, I felt like I was way less sharp going into uni after doing that than going straight into try and keep that sharpness always. Unlike now, I'm a dull razor these days. Me, you. Most ironic skill though is a lot of peps on med schools miss out is social skills. I don't know. I think surely some med students would be like they have like their med crew that they roll with, and then that's like they go to med parties and stuff. That just sounds like they're just getting high all the time. That's not what I mean, but. I'm not eligible for X because I'm not a citizen. Oh fuck, I didn't even forget about it. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough, CJ. I didn't want to end up with a big debt. Yeah. That's another thing that's hard. That's why, again, I don't think doing it straight out of high school is a good idea. Especially so there was a big push I remember when I was in high school for students to do accelerated learning programs. Basically finish high school earlier than they would need to. They were very smart students, and I agree that they probably would have been able to finish high school super easy before they needed to. The issue was, when they finished, they would be entering into university before the age of, like, some of them were like 15, 16. And I think that's not great, because, like, they're then amongst adults, living adult lives, trying to figure out everything, and there's a weird dichotomy of like they're not quite ready for the adult world, and it's a tricky thing. I think it's a very tricky thing. It does mean that they've given a bit more time on whether or not they can decide to like be like, yep, I'm done with studying. But a lot of their parents a lot of the time push them super hard. I took 4 years in university in the US. Med school after you finish university is also 4 years. Ah. Huh. Most of the time here it's 3 years for university for most degrees. I think there's only a few degrees that are 4, where they give you extra units. I'm gonna have to do so much refresh studying to get back after it. Yeah, it doesn't take much sometimes. I would say my brain's pretty smooth. I struggle sometimes taking in new information. I've definitely gotten worse at it. The thing that I've gotten very good at is my ability to multitask. streaming, I already was good at it. Streaming has made it me even better. And now I've got this weird, like, almost ADHD, like, approach to, like, doing anything where I'm like, I can't just do the one thing. I need to be doing multiple things. And then effectively doing everything worse. Probably should have waited there for both of them to get max, but it's okay. Look how high he goes! Why did he take, like, no damage? Alright, let's hit him with the 1-2. I personally work after graduating from college for first few years before I continued my studies. That's also not a bad way to do it. But you lost any right to get support from the government. Oh, really? Is that in the... Which country is that in, Stone? Because in Australia, we have, what's the term? I forget what the term's called. It's... basically, you take time off from studying. And the government are okay with it. You can take, I think it's like a couple years, like a year or two. But if any more than that, and it's like, yeah, you'll have lost, you will need to restart your degree, basically. Alright, I'm gonna test something here. In Germany. Oh, okay. It is very funny. So, Stone, I know with at least America and Australia, but we have very positive outlooks on a lot of the essentially education systems of parts of Europe, particularly like places like Holland and things like that. But I'm curious, like, is Europe very like opinionated on each area's education system being better or worse than the others? I had about 8k and I needed to finance the next 2 years for my grandma's recovery. Yeah, and then there's that thing of the real world comes into play as well, and that's why I talk about like adults, like needing to be an adult to make like rational decisions about stuff like that, where it's like, what is your priorities here? What are you allowed to do? What can you do? My boy keeps farting, but I can't tell where the fart lands. Chat, I don't know where fart lands. What's the hit point for the fart? Nice, I got both of them. And I love to do Exy. See ya, where Gurumon. Black Gurumon. Hit point for the fart. So the hit test, it's hard to tell where the hit test is on that big green cloud attack. So every time an attack goes out, you'll notice the number comes up. But some of them, the activation point is a bit before the damage number comes out. So I need to do it when it's technically connected with the monster, just as it connects. The sooner it does, the more OP point I get for cheering them on. If I don't do that, then it'll do it slower. But if I do it before the attack lands, I basically get the only the 6, which is the simple amount, which I do not want that to happen. The big old waste of time. Eventually that will become less and less of a problem as I get better skills, but as a trainer, but that's going to be a while. Also, sometimes I do it when the buff attack comes out, and that's not what I'm trying to hit. See, look how like delayed that one was. Stop kicking my boy. We're going to be crazy strong. I just realized how much free stats we're going to get from Digivolving. Also, this boy is so tanky. I can't get over how tanky this Gurumon is. Do you know what's interesting? So I was actually watching a movie with my girlfriend, which was it was a funny thing because it reminded me a lot of talking to university students and their philosophy on how the world is and how structure and government and blah 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 and how you should live your life. And it was just so funny because a lot of them were very sort of because the setting was like Houston, Texas, and like back in the 90s, and just how they approach talking about like how the world should be. You don't want to be a part of this system, etc., etc. But it's like, I feel like there's a degree of that where I'm like, everyone's known people like that, but it's not the responsible way to be about talking about discussion of life and everything like that. And it's interesting when you can have the other approach where it's just like, nah man, fuck it all man, nah man. Screw the system. Don't get education. Mate, the system in Europe isn't that bad, but when we have a big ass problem, it slows down any kind of paperwork. You need to wait up to a year to even get a few bucks. Yeah, I think it's definitely harder when you're on the lower end of the spectrum. It's like it will always forever be. If you're the lower you are in financial position, the more likely it'll be. It's just harder because the founding blocks, where you stand, it's a harder stepping stone. You really need to essentially play the game, which I was literally just talking about how people talk about that. But there is a degree of that where like get yourself established. And some people that just will never be a reality without the support of like very generous individuals, getting the right people in your life and stuff. I wonder how much money we're gonna earn from this. Ow! What the hell? We're really just looking for the red text in combat. The dynamic camera sometimes helps, but sometimes it is a bane. Both cameras are a bit of a problem, I'll be honest. Interesting thing with that is, from my perspective, is this game's made in Unity. From personal experience, Unity drives me nuts. I'm so glad I don't work with it anymore, but like it's one of those things where, holy crap, this engine just has some weird baked-in stuff that's just really hard to work with code-wise. And yeah, I remember a lot of problems with working with cameras in this. You can custom everything, but like, at a certain degree, you're relying on the base engine systems. Man, we're getting so much stat. Look how strong we are. At this point, chat, I don't even care what we turn into, because I just want to get as much stat as possible. But I will have to save at some point, just to make sure that we don't accidentally get something weird. Contract is still to build around a system where one of your parents earns a medium to size amount, catches calculations break. Not everyone can get the annual amount of money. This sounds similar, Stone, to ours. Ours has gotten worse over the years because, oh man. Alright, I won't go into politics, but I would say that, let's say, the change of government over the past, that's been the same for God knows how long now, it's starting to take its toll. Like really starting to take its toll, and you can hear the outcry, particularly in some regions of Australia. But it's one of those things where you can just see it. You just watch certain systems get dismantled or like abused, and I think that again, it's the reason why lower income is just the harder lifestyle. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Perhaps this is why I don't play games where I can just talk my head off. Just grinding. Just get into geopolitical sciences. And then I get hit with funny dog gif. Hey comrade, give me 2 seconds, I'll have a look at it in a moment. Renamon? That's right, we got Renamon. Unintentionally too. I really wasn't planning to get Renamon. Did I get it? Alright, perfect. There we go. What have you sent me? Is this a real GIF? Is this a real GIF? No, GIF, PNG? I hope so. I kind of hope this is a real one. Give me a sec. Is this boy real? Think he's real? He's not real. Comrade! I I hope it's real. Hang on. I think yours might be able to easier fix than the other one we were given before. The other one was kind of messed up. It was not even a real PNG background. Weird cross background. 2 seconds. I might try and fix both of them now. Weird eerie silence that hits once you just wait in between combat. €77 a month. I have no idea. What is that equivalent to Australian dollars, Stone? I have no idea what like minimum wage income sort of what people get from the government at the moment. I think it's gone down if anything. Wait to the 30th for paperwork. It's just not worth the time. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's what they try to do. They don't want you to become lean. They don't want you to rely on it, but they don't also. There's a degree of like not supporting enough. It's. I'm not gonna go too much more. I need to reduce. Let's do this and this. That should hopefully grab all of that. Oh, too strong. Why is it sometimes I can get this to work and sometimes why are you being like this? Gotta find the right mark. Where's it being? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that might be too fiddly, unfortunately. It might be too fiddly, comrade. I'll have to fiddle with those later. Otherwise, that will be what the rest of the stream would be. It's 120 bucks. Jeez. Is that 120 bucks for for what, a week? A month! I've just realized you said a month. What? No one can live on 120 bucks. That's ridiculous. That's not feasible. That's just not money. That's how much a person should get a day. Like, I think I can fix this boy. He's not a real PNG either, but I think I can fix him pretty easy. That's pretty grotesque. Not gonna lie there. Oh, this is a boy. Where's a real boy? We got a real boy here. Where do we put him? This is me and my boy. Where am I gonna put him? I feel like here, it's good. I live in the capital, so it's extremely expensive too, is what you're saying, Stone. How much stat is this thing gonna give me? Why am I still getting so much stat? Something doesn't feel right about this. At some point I thought I'd swap over, but we really don't need to. Literally a cat and a dog. Me and my best bro. Small dog. I'm out of MP things. We actually need to go back now because of the MP situation. Oh no, I just did it silly. Okay. Surely we've got a lot of cash for this. I was actually hoping that they'd digivolve from this, actually. But I realized they're probably still not, either of them are 3 years old yet. Rapidmon, stop farting on him. Just need to land. Renamon's actually going to be our one here that we're actually going to have to get. That was way too early. Way too early. Come on, Renamon, do something. Why is she just backing up? There we go. I would pay 860 bucks to get a reasonable apartment for electricity and heat. 800 bucks Australian or euros? Euros are one of the hardest things for me to convert in my head. Australian dollars? 860. A week or a month? Oh, you calculated for me, thank you. That's expensive. Or a month. Trying to think. With heat and electricity? I think it's like in a city. That's probably reasonable. I feel like that's reasonable. We always do Europe is month-wise. Oh, really? We do very often, I think, fortnight-wise here. Yeah, like, you should be able to afford your rent if you got a reasonable place. Like, you shouldn't be. You probably get a lower-end place if you're just using like you're on the dole, but like, it should still be reasonable. I mean, talk to CJ. CJ can tell you all about that. Like in terms of like needing to. Like places in the inner city. But I don't get paid for studies. That's actually weird, because yeah, that's something we have here is like if you're, or at least we used to, I know I did when I was studying, was if you are studying, then you get to, essentially, they will pay you to study. And it's the same with like the hex debt and everything as well. Like that's the reason why hex debt is like they give to people essentially, because they want to encourage people to study. So to do that, they need to provide people with like income to do so essentially. Come on. I really don't like being hit by slow here. Just waiting for the second super. There it is. One more. My poor Lopmon, he's just running around with no mana. I think we need to go back now. I think we've hit the echelon of what I can do in terms of items and stuff like that, which is good. That was a very good training session. We pretty much can just choose what we want to do for a long time now. What? He's still alive? Alright, I'm just going to spam out now. These only give... Oh, it only gives 370. We've probably got a lot of money, though. I know, buddy. I know you're tired. What about... Let's have a save. Do you know what's kind of nice about this is we're at the point in the game where I'm like buying the 5,000 cost 5,000 mana, 5,000 HP items are good because they fit into how much stat we have. Like if you look at my stats, I have 5,000 mana. I can just use that for free. I don't have to worry about overdoing it. Same with the HP. Like, our stats are going to be amazing. Unfortunately, I do not know who I'm going to get. I've literally hit everything I need for all of the Digimon here. And I'm not really in control. So, I kind of need to now establish the control mechanism again. So, let's buy some of this. Only by 5. That's kind of bums me out. Go to 10. Can't really travel. Do we get stuff to sell when we're fighting there? Because the problem is I need cash to travel. I Ironically, these strawberries are not as useful right now for me, so I could sell them. And you have studied for one of the most needed, demanded work lines? Yeah. It's a big old complicated world, unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of this stuff. I'm going to save again. Life be hard, but support each other and it can become easier. Oh, I leveled. That's what I get for I be positive and then I get a level. That works. I actually want this. Oh! Oh, hell yeah! Oh, chat. I'm just made the game even easier. I know I should be going for the stuff over here. Like, I kind of want trainer at some point, but I want these. I still haven't got these small bonuses. They're not very super effective. These things are good too. Boost happiness when eating, boost happiness in the bathroom, boost happiness, boost HP fatigue from sleep, what you recovered, boost the effects of scolding and praising, and then you get a boost overall for everything. And it's like, these make like those very easy, but in this game, like positive behaviors aren't as required as they are in say some of the other ones. We also should go fix our tent, I just realized. I do also want this, so I can get this, which is 12. So next level will probably be dedicated to these, actually. And I don't really mind a lot of these other stuff, the technicals and things. Like this is, I will want this at some point. This plus this OP Master. OP Master is very good, but it does mean that I have to pop in like a lot of points to get it. It's like another 24 points. So it'd take me a while to get to it. These are good, but they're not. They're okay. Like I don't have to rush to get these at all. Let's go fix my tent actually, while I remember. Oh, my eyes itchy. I kind of want to just get to the end of the night, chat, just because I want to be able to, like, maybe see if they evolve at the end of the night, and then from there, we will see if we can digivolve them into something specific. Because if I don't get the thing I want, that's fine. Accumulated that later part mostly via self-studies. That's the thing, I feel like there's a lot of people you'd find actually are self-taught in some way or another. You want a break from the ads? Click on the button called subscribe for a 15-minute ads-free experience. I like that you say it's for a 15-minute, but it's not 15-minute, it's as long as you're subscribed, I'm fairly sure. I don't have ads on subscribers, do I? Can you have ads on subscribers? I don't think you can. Dude, I don't even know what to do stat-wise now. These two are so overinflated as rookies that I'm in a weird state. Just to put in comparison, do you want to know how much they need to digivolve? 300. They only need 300 in those primary stats of strength, stamina, wisdom, speed. 400 is the highest, and it was meant to be on speed for Leomon, which I will need to crank that. Stamina actually needs to be higher than wisdom. HP needs to be a lot higher. I think HP is the thing I need to crank, maybe. Maybe? I don't even know. Chat, I don't even know. I don't even know what's going to happen at this point. I legitimately don't know what these two are going to turn into. I need speed. Both of them need speed. Speed, wisdom, speed and wisdom. Wisdom needs to be cranked. Strength's fine. Actually, my little Lopmon is actually okay. Wisdom is probably the thing he needs. Speed on... Alright, let's do this. Do I have a food for both speed and wisdom? I don't think I do. One's speed, one's wisdom. I'm fairly sure for food. This one is speed. So who wanted speed? Lopmon. No, Leomon. And then HP, strength, stamina, wisdom. I was gonna say that onion certainly looks like a baseball. Would you eat a raw onion? Would you eat a raw onion that looks like a baseball? Ooh, I didn't mean to use that many banana. Didn't mean to use that many banana. Alright, I know I probably should stop chat. I really just want to see where the night takes us. Because we're right at the end of the night. This might be the midnight poop before Digivolution. In a small salad? Well, yeah, we have onions in salads, but I mean, like, as in taking us just a bite out of the onion like an apple. Bread, onion, and burger and salad is great. No. You eating it like it's like an apple, onion, raw, and it looks like a baseball. It needs to look like a baseball is an important part of this. We ain't Tony Abbott, God. What a weird dude. Alright, oh! I was about to say they were not digivolving. Alright, literally, I don't know what's gonna happen here. I really hope I don't get Cubimon, because that's gonna suck. People will not be happy about that. Oh, it worked! Leomon! Alright, we got one. We got one. What's the other one gonna be? I legit don't know. I've tried to control it as best I can, but it's kind of out of my hands now. Oh, it worked! We got both of them! Chat. I don't know how I managed that. Hell yeah. Look how big what is? He's huge! Why is he so big? He's meant to be like a tiny rabbit. Why is he so big? Why is this lad so huge? Well, perfect. Let's have a look at their stats. I actually am curious where they're at. Ninja Bunny? Alright, actually I actually need to do one more thing. So we'll have a look at their stats. Whoa, okay, alright. So this is what I thought I remembered. The boost in stats that they get doesn't get that much more between champion and rookie. There's like thresholds, and I was like, I'm fairly sure there's like a champion to rookie to champion a threshold that doesn't boost it anymore. So we basically got no stats from rookie to champion because we overdid that threshold. We are too strong to get that essentially. So that points I just used for like trainer skills didn't do nothing. That's okay. We did get a little bit of stat. We probably got maybe like, it's like maybe 10% at most, which is fine. Look how big, why is he so huge? That's so funny. Big chungus. His dick's bigger than Leomon's. He might be. Look at them pants. Dude, why is he so huge? Alright, spin attack. Wind cutter. I might give him a boost move. One of them will get the boost move. I'm not sure who's going to get the buff. Electric Cloud. He does not get any buff moves. So maybe we need to have both buff moves on him. I actually care more about Earth Coat than I do Speed. Speed's nice, but it's not that great. We might shift up. So we got Wind Cutter with Spin Attack. We have, might keep, Electric Shoot's too weak. Can't keep that, that's silly. Wind Cutter, Spin Attack, Electric Cloud. Alright, let's do that. Let's try that out. Well, there we go. I just realized, chat, that means that we probably need to vote. I was about to end and I realized this probably means we need to vote for the next set, because otherwise I Otherwise I'm gonna forget. We already have Monzeemon on the list there, so we know we can turn into Monzeemon apparently. He's probably the scale compared to you. Some of the Digimon are smaller, so I don't know why this has happened with this boy. One step closer to Antilamon. Look at that, look how angry he is. Alright, I'm gonna save here. Should we do the votes now? Or should we do that for tomorrow? I feel like we should probably do voting now. Because otherwise, I think we've got a good amount of people here. Tomorrow, get some rest? No, I'll be fine. Don't worry. We can go that tiny bit longer just to get the voting in. Let's see. So who did I get? I've completely forgotten who we've gotten. So there's a lot less choices at this point. Let's do it. So we have Antilamon. We have Dramon. Dramon. Okay, was not expecting that. And Monzeemon. One weird one in there. Is it because he's got metal hands? Metal hands? Alright. So I'll show you guys who these Digimon are. So this is for Tirumon. This is... Oops, wrong window, that window. So, we have the default, which is Antilamon. Antilamon is a big bunny. He is got long arms and big ears. He's kind of pretty cool. What is that? Is these X form? Really weird. I kind of like this Digimon's design. He's got like a little scarf going on. It reminds me of the 2000s. I feel like it's late 90s, early 2000s designs. I feel like he reminds me a lot of those like anime styling. I like him a lot. And then Dramon, actually a Digimon I'm a massive fan of. This is an OG Digimon that I really, really like. I personally think he's cooler than like Metal Greymon. There's a reason why I like this sort of Dramon sort of line, because I like those sort of wind serpent sort of looks. And he's a pretty friggin' cool Digimon. He is a virus type though. Ironically, here is the most virus of the viruses, Monzeemon. A cursed teddy bear. I don't like Monzeemon. He is an OG character. Literally in the original anime here. He was a character in the original game as well. Like, it's just, he comes from Numamon. And he's kind of cursed. Kind of a cursed bear. But yeah, a lot of people I feel like would know Monzeemon. So yeah, there's only 3 at this point when we get to this stage, and it sort of lowers down as we go. So who are we going to have Tirumon turn into? So Tirumon, I don't know how to spell that actually. Tirumon? Into... Our choices are Monzeemon, the bear, Dramon, flying serpent, and Antilamon, the giant rabbit. Alright, while you guys vote for that, we will have a look at the other evolutions for Leomon. Antilamon leads to Cherubimon. I like Dark Cherubimon. I don't know if they've got a picture of Dark Cherubimon, but his evolution is pretty cool. Do they have Cherubimon? Cherubimon Dark. There he is. I like Cherubimon Dark a lot. This boy is very cool. He's the villain of the second movie. And this is where these Digimon actually came from. They actually came from this. And then Terriermon became a main Digimon in 3, and then Lopmon came in later, and Lopmon returns quite a lot, ironically. But we'll do Leomon as well. So Leomon can turn into... wrong Digimon. Oh, of course. 2 well-known Leomon Digivolutions, and one for Terriermon, ironically. We have Rapidmon. We actually have encountered him in the game. He is a partially mechanized lion that has spinning engines on his arms. That's how he attacks. He literally just drills into you with his punches. Not my type of Digimon. I kind of don't really like just mech man with lion head on top. A bit weird, but yeah, maybe that's someone's cup of tea. Rapidmon? Again, I don't actually... Gargamon I like. Bunny in pants with machine gun hands, that's fun. This boy, I don't know. He's a bit crumpled up. His spine and like the weird top bit, and he's got like a ball for a crotch. He's a weird Digimon, but he shoots rockets. Maybe that you're into that. Maybe he kind of reminds me of Flygon a little bit. He's Flygon gone wrong. And the the standard line for Leomon actually is this boy here. And I don't think people realize this. Ice Leomon is actually generally the default for what Leomon turns into from memory. Grab Leomon is like a newer Digimon. But yeah, Ice Leomon's cool. He's just an Ice Leomon. But you know me, I'm not a big fan of the recolors. So Leomon actually doesn't turn into a lot, and this is why I don't usually pick Leomon as a Digivolution, just because he's not really my cup of tea in terms of Digivolutions. Like, he doesn't turn anything to too cool, not that often. Why is he hot? Chat's not into it. I mean, CJ's not into it. Well, at least it's not. We got a lot of... There was fan art in the Leomon one that was probably not okay. Look at this dude. Leomon X is kind of cool. Kind of wish we had him. But yeah. Not Digimon. If it's not weird, that's true, Angel. That's true. Some of them are weirder than others, though, because there's so many different art styles. But it looks like we're going to go towards Antilamon. But let's do the poll for Leomon. Leomon into question mark. What are you guys feeling? You feeling a bit of an Ice Boy? A Rocket Bunny? A Drill Boy? What are you feeling? I don't know, like I'm not sure which one I'm more fond of. Probably, ironically, Ice Leomon, because I just like Leomon, but Rap Leomon's okay. Rapidmon's probably my least favorite. That's what I'll say. Okay. Let's have a look at stats. So we're gonna go for Truimon will turn into Antilamon. Where's the execute? Look, you can't kill a Leomon. He's forever. He's eternal. He will appear in every Digimon media you ever loved. So this is Antilamon. I also can't spell. Antilamon. Who needs Wisdom, Speed, which we've already passed both the markers by ages. He needs to be Light. Oh, he's a Light Digimon. So I need to have him Light. He has to have less than 70 Discipline and Bond. If he comes from Turimon, he gets a freebie. That's 1, 2, I get for free. 3, that's harder. 1, 2, 3, 4 for free. And then I have to get weight and discipline? Holy heck. This is hard. This is a hard choice. I don't know. How do I do this? How do I get Antilamon easily? This is going to be a rough one, guys. This is going to be a rough ultimate. That's what I'll say. Hey, Al. Thank you for the water. We're voting for the Snow Lion? What were you wanting, Zigzagoon? Get your votes in, guys. We haven't got too many. I feel like everyone's kind of torn on this one too. I feel like it was pretty unanimous people wanted Antilamon. The Drill Lion? Black Magics? I think that Ice Leomon turns into some cool stuff though, at least. Maybe. I can't remember. Horny wins? People just want that horny lion mane. Who does Ice Leomon turn into in this? Okay, yeah, alright. Ice Leomon is probably the one we want. Ice Leomon does have some pretty good Digivolutions. Otherwise, we would have just had one choice, I think, on the next Digivolution if we had went the other path. This one actually has some good choices. Saber Leodramon. Actually, Saber's not in this game as far as I remember, fan. But yeah, it looks like we're going Ice Leomon, which, again, not the most interesting of Digimon, but hopefully he wouldn't be too hard to get. Oh, looks hard to get. I feel like he may have put an extra 0 in there on the stats, but okay. All right. So what do we need? We need HP, strength, which makes sense, stamina makes sense, and speed. Okay, so he's just a tanky lad. He's just a fighter. 2 training mistakes. Huh. Okay, these might be interesting. I will see how we'll have to see how we get to them, but we're gonna go down the route of Antilamon and Ice Leomon. How do you do a training mistake? Trip on the treadmill? Not that kind of training mistake. It's actual trainer mistakes. So we'll see. We need an ice skill to recruit some mons into the volcano. Oh, there's that. I've just realized, Red Rover, what we actually do need is we need ice moves. Because if you were to look at our skills... Oh no, we do have quite a few ice moves. I was going to say, we don't have any ice moves. We have a decent amount. We've actually learnt more than I anticipated. We actually learned Waterfall at some point, which is really good. We actually learned a lot of dark moves too. Machine is still the problem, child. So we're missing 1 fire move from that tier. We're missing the 2 fighting moves, which... That's very unusual. This is actually probably the most unusual. Fighting is the most common. So I'm actually shocked that we haven't got any of the fighting moves. But yeah, ice moves we're actually okay on. I thought we were worse. Ice type hype then? I think so. It'd be nice to have a change in pace because we've been doing the same typings for a while, so. Ice is still water? Yeah, so pretty much the water types we've had earlier, so they kind of count too. But yeah, okay, well, I might actually do a quick tour around town, go get my dailies, and then we'll finish up. So, oh, the lab upgraded, apparently. Why are you starry-eyed? No comment. I feel like I'm going for a walk with my dog. This feels like I've dressed up my dog. I've dressed up myself and my dog to look like each other. This is what it feels like. I'm looking at me now. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's go to... I guess we're going to go here first. So I guess we're going to do a bit of training again. I'm probably, ironically, strong enough for my champions to go and do some good stuff for us. I want to upgrade the lab. The treasure hunters. Treasure hunting's not super important. The labs actually becomes important. So that will become important for later, so I may as well grab that now. But I'm looking forward to like this difference. Oh my god, chat. Hang on, I need to show you. Okay, I'm wondering if I can get the camera. Oh, we got the cloudy orange. Hell yeah. All right, another good thing. And we got the pumpkin. Oh, now we're talking. I don't know why we're getting the rare stuff. Hang on. I know chat is horny for Lion, but I might show you something that changes your mind at some point. I feel like I'm carrying something I don't want to carry. That's what it was. That's okay. We get some dailies. Alright, so we have a few days to get to Ultimate, and then we will just coast. We're gonna cruise our way to Mega. Check out how defined the arse is on this rabbit. Why is this a thing? Like, Leomon's butt isn't even that defined, and he's got, like, tight pants. Hang on, I can't get Leomon on screen. Leomon doesn't want to show his bum on screen, but as you can see, that rabbit's got some junk in his trunk. Alright, that is probably where we'll finish. Carter actually secretly the rabbit? Those pants shouldn't be that tight. That's true. He's got like the weird suction thing. It's like the anime suction thing where some parts of the clothes just like trap themselves into a part of the body. But yeah, I better finish here. We'll be back for more tomorrow for more Digimon. Yeah, hope you guys had fun. We are gonna like speed through some of the story stuff at some point here. I've got my mic on my mouth. Apparently you're right in my mouth. Like, that's where the mic is. Not you're in my mouth, the mic is in my mouth. But anyway, when I finish doing whatever I'm doing and I change scene or whatever, I'll move the mic away so it's near the monitor. That's probably why I sound far away. But it's weird that it's still active. Like, this is a long clip. Why is this clip so long? I feel like the gag was said at the start. I have no idea. Alright. Let's finish up. It must be an old clip? Yeah, that's forever old. I like forever old is like a year. Also, I do like this dog. Let's see. We're gonna go find someone to go visit. Who do we want to go visit, chat? You guys feeling anything? Toast my dude. Thank you, Stone. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go drink a lot of water after this. Night Zigzagoon. Thank you for staying up late. I feel like you usually jump off a little earlier.